Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. I'm here for another messy Monday, and I'm carrying on with my gel press play like we did last week, only this time round I want to use these two new stencils that I got from Hobbycraft here in the UK in my little Christmas Prezi haul. So I've got these. I have pulled out some other stencils. I've got this one here that is a decorating stencil, and then I got that one that was free in a magazine, and there's a few other ones to the side of me, but my main ones is I wanted to try this. Now, because I'm new to gel press using, I haven't actually done with the stencils, so I've been watching a few YouTube videos on Lavinia Stamp's YouTube channel, which is where I got the gel press starter kit and everything from, as well as watching Gail's Mixed Media Monday videos and a few other people out there on YouTube to get an idea of how they do the stencils. And everyone seems to have a different way of doing it. Some people put the inks down, then the stencil, then they lift off, or then they'll take it off and they'll get an impression, or they'll let it dry and do some more ink and everything. So today is just going to have a real play and an experiment with things. I'm just going to be using paper. I have got some, yeah, that's not very good card that's under there. I'm just going to be using some paper to start with, to have a little play and a test, and if I like what I'm doing, I will then go on to my watercolour thick card. But I just thought I would bring you along as I literally have a play with this technique for the very first time. So, okay. I'm going to start by layering up with ink first. Just check on. Yeah, I've had to put the lights on in the room. It is so dark in here this afternoon. So dark. Okay, so we're going to start with that colour base. I'm then going to just lay my stencil over. Then I'm going to just do this, and we should get a lift from that. Now, what I think I saw them do was to do another colour in the middle of it. Don't have another red, so I'm just gonna go with a yellow and go over that and see. As I said, this is all experimenting, just to see what we've got. Oh, we're supposed to then take that off and then do it, aren't I? Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a bit more on here. I did that completely wrong, didn't I? Told you it's because I'm so new at doing this. Okay. Now, this is where you need lots of space to be able to have paper everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to just take that off, lay that on there, then go with that. Okay. Let's grab another bit of paper for the top. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to clean my stencil, but oh, look at that. That's funky. I like that. Now let's see if we can do it the right way round. So if we put the yellow on first, take off. Okay. Looks like there's still some wet ink on here. And still some wet ink on the back as well. I don't want to rub it because it's just got this distressed feel to it, and I might bend them up like some of them are starting to already. This is so new to me, all of this, so yeah, I'm experimenting with you guys on camera and not really sure how I'm doing things. Okay, let's just dry this off. So we got a bit, yeah, that's a bit better. There's less ink on there. Okay, so we remembered that I've got to put the yellow on first. Okay. Then I'm just going to move this up. I'm laying my stencil on, and we pick up any of the yellow through the hearts, like so. Then we go over, we go over with the red. Then this comes off completely. So I'm going to then lay it down on here and just brayer again over the top. Probably can't see this because it's going to be at the side. Then go this way, just make sure I've got bits off my brayer. Go the opposite way and get any ink off that side. Okay, pop that over there. And then this should be ready to lift. Pop this on. What have we got on there? We've got a bit of fluff on there. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what happened with that splot there. But that gives us some hearts. Okay, I quite like that actually. Not sure if I like the yellow background. I'm looking for, in my mind I was looking to have like a pinkier background and then a really nice strong red. So let's have a little look and see. We've got the confetti, I think would work as the background, but what I'm thinking of is maybe something like the Festive Berries, which is a darker, juicier pad to go over the berries. So let's do another one. Let's ink up in this, which is the confetti colour. How did we do it? We put the stencil down. We lift off the hearts. Like so. We go in with this darker colour. Okay. We lift the stencil off. I'm just going to lay it there and get another piece of paper and pull. There's another splotch there. How interesting. I have to have a look at the gel press and see if there's something on it. Now that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Let's just lift the gel press up and just see if there is a little bit of muck on here. But nothing in particular that would stop that. Okay, but yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay, so let's clean any bits off of the stencil. I think there might still be some more on here. Let's try and get in. Okay. Right, so what do I want as a background? I definitely want more of a pinkier colour. How about the salt water taffy? Now, I'm such a small thing, I'm just going to go direct on here and see what this is like. Because it's such a small cube. Okay. We want to lay the stencil down again. And lift off. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with elements. Actually, I'm wondering, let's have a little look at what other inks I've got. So I've got a they're not really that juicy, are they? No, I will go in with the elements and we will just see if we can. Oops. There we go. Take that off and then let's see what we get with this play. Well, that's nice. I like that one. These are really fun. Okay. I will put this into a bucket of soapy water, a bowl of soapy water after we've done playing. I want to try my other stencil that I got, which was this one. So let's see, let's put these colours back. Let's go for with this one because it's like a swirly pattern. Let's go with some yellow and green, I think. We want the stencil down, and we want to put a bit, oh, we'll just use this one, use a bit of this to lift the pattern off. That's nice. Then we want to go in with, I'm going to do a line punch so that it's like spring colours. Okay. Now we take that off and we'll see what print we've got. Leave that there for a moment while I get any excess off of this. Like so. And let's reveal. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's really nice. In fact, that's, to me, has actually worked better than my hearts, and I think it's because I haven't quite got the right colour combination for the hearts that I'm after. I think what I might be better off doing with this stencil is using my little blending brushes. Where are we? These little brushes with some oxide inks over the backgrounds that we did in a previous Monday. But still, these will definitely be used. Okay, but definitely like this. Yes, let's do some more of those. Let's do, what other yellowy colours have we got? We haven't really, actually, have we? We haven't got much. I know this one, the Evergreen Bower, has got has been re-inked, so I'm going to go straight onto here with this as a green background. It's going to give it more like a squared background because of the style of the cube and how it's beading on here, but that's fine. Yeah, I think that's plenty on there. So we will go again with the stencil on there, and we will take off the pattern. That's nice. Gosh, wow, that's worked really, really well, hasn't it? Now, if it's that darker green, what do we want? don't have a really strong yellow, do I? I've got a brown, that's a reddy brown. So I'm actually thinking blue. I'm going to try this blue. This one I know is very juicy. Okay, let's see what we get. So take this off, just lay that on there, and then see what this one is like. Okay, I think this roll-off sheet is finished now, that one. So we are on to, we've got this one that we've backed in, look. Right, let's peel this off. That's nice. I actually think that background would be nice with some daffodils on it. So I still think that would work as a spring background. Okay, so the technique I'm using is ink, stencil, lift, ink, lift the stencil, and then take the impression. What I'm wondering now is if I do a background, lift it, then take the impression and lift it and work on those in different ways. Let's see, we've tried our two new stencils. They have worked really well. I'm just going to lay them both behind me. Let's have a little shift at what we've got. This one is one that I wanted to do. This came from a card making set. It's an Altenew that came free with it, and I've used this a few times with blending technique with a brush, but I just thought it would be really quite nice. Yeah, that's going to work on there. So let's use this technique next. We'll do something different. We'll put some ink on, and I think if I'm going to go for a yellow background to start with, it's got something on there. There we go. So that's my yellow background. Now I'm going to try and lift in the same spot. So if we go a yellow background, that's nice. Then I want to put this down, and I'm going to do a nice spring green of the lime punch. Oops. Okay. Lift my stencil off and lay it down, and then I'll just rub off any excess this way, and then I can just about see, we'll see if that brings, oh it does, oh it worked. I'm a bit out, I'd be better off doing it with a piece of card cut to the right size, but that's worked brilliantly. I like that. There's a lot of ink still on there, isn't there? It's not coming off. Okay. Now, which... I'm wondering if I could do it the other way, where I put this on. We'll use the same colour. I'm just thinking and playing. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if we've got a good amount on there. Okay. Take it off and just let it down onto here. See if we can get anything. Now I wanted to go over with another ink on the top. I've got hair in my mat. I'm going to go with a darker green just to see if it works. It might not, because this is ink and it's wetter, but I know I've seen Gail do it this way when she uses her paints, but I haven't seen her do it with inks. She tends to play a lot with her paints and her gel press. So let's see what we've got here. See if we'll still get. It might be that I have to do it the other way around, but I need... Well, no, you should really do the lighter one first, then the darker one. Yeah, it's completely blended it, so it hasn't worked. So that technique only really works with paints. Okay, I'm not going to waste that. I'm just going to do that and then see if we can do the lighter one on top. I'm wondering actually whether it would be easier to use a little sponge and dab the ink into the stencil, whether that technique might be a bit better way of doing it. Lift, pop that over there. And I'm never going to get it exactly, but let's see. Leave it there for a moment. Do I have any of my sponges to hand? No, not with me. Okay. It's faint. It is faint. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can, look. Okay. How long have we got? Right, I do want to try the technique with my sponges, so just bear with me. I'm just gonna, they're in the rolly cart next to me, but they're buried. So I just need to move that. Right, there's some sponges in here. Looks like they've been used for oxides though. I need some fresh sponges. Lay them to one side. And here we go. These are some other sponges in here that I've got. It was a bit dusty. You can tell I haven't used these for quite some time. And they're still... Right, okay, we will go with some of these. Let's pick another stencil from my little collection that I've got here. Most of them aren't background stencils though. Okay, I'm going to go back to the hearts, I think, for this technique. Let me grab back the hearts. Right, so let's use the saltwater taffy as the background. I quite liked that as a background. Okay, then I want to lay, or do I? No, let's do it this way around. Let's take that background off. Okay, now let's lay our stencil on, and looks like it's been used. Let's just do it like this and see if we get a more even coverage. Don't know till we try these different ways of doing it, do we? Okay. Left. Now. Still so much ink on the back of this one. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. It's very neutral. I think there's too much ink on the background because it's changed the colour of the saltwater taffy at the back. Still, that technique works as well with the sponge. Okay, so what else do we want to have a little play with then? And I have got this stencil. That might be nice. Do the Hello Spring with some flowers and some birds on there. Yeah, okay. So just got a bit of something on there. So what we want to do is put a background colour. I think I'm going to go with a yellow background. And I think I'm going to do a lift of the colour. Oh, have I put it down the wrong way? That's the other thing I've got to think of, isn't it? Oh, I'm a donut, aren't I? It's going to be back to front. Of course it is. I need to put it down back to front to lift it off the right way, don't I? Is that? I don't know. You're probably all thinking, oh no, what is she like? I'm sure though I'm not alone. Please tell me I'm not alone, guys. Let me see. Yeah, it's come up backwards. So I need to put it down backwards. Okay, let's start again. Let's put it down backwards first. Okay, I'm going to change and do it this way. Okay. And just see if I'm doing this right. No, I need to take that off. It's late in the afternoon, that's what I'm blaming. Yay, that's better. But it's not very, the definition of it is not very clear, is it? I think it's quite thin, so it would be better off. It would be better off used as a blending stencil. Okay, we tried it. We tried it at least. Okay. How are we doing for time? Up to 36. Is there anything more that I want to just have a little play with? Oh yes, there is a stencil in this set. This came in a card making set, and you get a whole load of different bits in here, but there should be a stencil that I've not actually used. What have we got in here? Let me just tuck that like so. There we go. So we've got some dies. Oh, looks like we've got an A6 embossing card and the stencil. I did think there was a stencil in here. Look at that. Okay. And that, oh, that's going to be lovely on there. Okay. So I like the colour combination of the yellow and then the green. So what I think I need to do is, which technique do we want to do? Just going to clean my edges while I'm thinking. Do we put a block colour down first and then lift? No, I think I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to do a block colour of yellow. Lay the stencil down, do a little lift of any of the yellow within the stencil. Like so. Then use the green to fill back in the stencil, and we will see, because that combination worked really well with that other stencil that we did, the paisley one. So I'm hoping it would work nicely with this. So then what did we do? We took that off and then took a print, didn't we? Okay. Let's have a look. It's kind of worked. Maybe using the sponge would be better to do it. Okay, let's do that again, but we'll use the sponge just to see if we get a better technique with it. Okay. So that's that. Lift up there. Now, have I got one that I've used for green? It doesn't look like it. Is this a green one? Oh, it is actually, and it's clean and dry. We'll use this. And hopefully, by doing it this way, we're getting a much more saturated ink on it. Take it off. Hello, I'm ever so sorry it cut out on the video. It was right at the last bit, just doing the using the sponge, dabbing it on the stencil, and then it cut out as we lifted it, and then I ended the video anyway and just went through what I'd made. So I'll do that again now for you. You can see the difference. Let's hold these up. Can you see? Yeah. I think the stencil is a very pale, thin stencil. I think if I'm going to do this technique, it needs to be a bit thicker and more of a block stencil. But I like both those. I love this one, how that worked. I think that's my favourite out of all of these play sessions. Yeah, then we've got the different heart ones that we've done as well. And those, they turned out really nicely. So there we go, that's my little play into using the gel press with stencils. If you guys have got any tips and tricks that you would love to share, please do, as I'm still a newbie at all of this, but I'm definitely going to be playing more. I've got the I wants for some more stencils now so that I can have a real good play around, but I'll carry on playing with what I've got, and then in next Monday's video I think I'm going to work on enhancing the backgrounds. I mean, some of these we could perhaps do, especially the hearts. I was thinking would be nice to do some little doodles or maybe some other heart stamping on them. So I think that's what we'll do in our next video. But thanks very much for watching. Take care everybody. See you in my next video. Bye.